Hello friends, welcome to the video book summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear, a powerful guide to mastering change one tiny step at a time. I'm Anita Verma from StoryNest VideoBooks, a business director, consultant, author, and a lifelong lover of books. Over the years, I've helped countless brands shape their stories, and in that journey, I discovered a timeless truth. Clarity builds confidence. Why this book matters. Every one of us carries habits we wish to start and others we long to break. Yet, despite trying again and again, many of us fall short. This book shows why habits form, how they shape our lives, and the simple systems to make them stick. By applying its lessons, you'll finally have the tools to create lasting change, whether in your health, work, relationships, or mindset. Who should listen? This summary is perfect for anyone eager to build positive habits, anyone determined to quit destructive ones, anyone committed to self-growth and progress. About the author. James Clear is a writer and speaker known for his work on habits, decision-making, and personal improvement. His book, Atomic Habits, has sold over 10 million copies worldwide and has been featured in publications like Time and the New York Times. He has advised Fortune 500 companies such as Intel, LinkedIn, and Honda, making his insights practical, trusted, and widely respected. Introduction. Why systems matter. If changing feels hard, the issue isn't your motivation. It's your system. Bad habits repeat not because we don't want change, but because the system supporting them is flawed. The word atomic means something small yet powerful. Atomic habits are those tiny 1% improvements that, over time, build extraordinary results. Like atoms forming the foundation of matter, these small behaviors form the foundation of a life well lived. Clear explains that every habit follows a 4-step cycle: cue, craving, response, reward. Mastering these steps gives us the power to shape behavior through 4 laws: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. The surprising power of atomic habits. For decades, British cycling was stuck in mediocrity, until coach Dave Brailsford introduced the philosophy of marginal gains. He believed that if you improved every detail by just 1%, the results would add up. Seats were redesigned, tires cleaned with alcohol for better grip, and athletes were given better sleep routines and equipment. The outcome? Within 5 years, the British team dominated the Olympics and even the Tour de France. The lesson is clear. Tiny improvements compound into massive success. Habits work the same way. Improve by just 1% daily, and in a year you'll be 37 times better. But allow yourself to slip 1% daily and decline is just as steep. Habits are like compound interest for self-improvement, silent at first, explosive over time. Here is lesson number 1, how to build better habits. Habits form when the brain experiments with behavior, receives a reward, and then automates that action for the future. Over time, this creates mental shortcuts that free up our attention for more complex challenges. The framework is simple: cue, the trigger that signals a reward; craving, the desire that pushes you to act; response, the behavior itself; reward, the satisfaction that tells your brain to repeat it. To build good habits, follow the 4 laws of behavior change. Make the cue obvious, the craving attractive, the response easy, and the reward satisfying. To break bad habits, reverse the process. Make them invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. Here is lesson number 2. Cues. Make it obvious. We often set vague goals like, I'll exercise more. But vague intentions fade. Clear recommends implementation intentions, precise plans tied to time and place. For example, I will exercise for 20 minutes at 7 a.m. in the living room. Another powerful tool is habit stacking. Link a new habit to one you already do. After brushing my teeth, I'll meditate for 1 minute. Or, after making coffee, I'll write my to-do list. Cues create clarity. The more obvious the trigger, the more likely the habit sticks. Here is lesson number 3, craving. Make it attractive. In the 1940s, scientist Nico Tinbergen discovered that animals respond more strongly to exaggerated cues, like chicks pecking at oversized red dots. Humans are no different. Junk food, social media likes, and ads exploit this bias. To harness cravings positively, use temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you want to do. For example, after making sales calls, I'll watch my favorite show. Anticipation fuels motivation, making the habit irresistible. Here is lesson number 4. Response. Make it easy. Action beats endless planning. A photography class once divided students. One group graded on quality, the other on quantity. Surprisingly, the quantity group produced the best photos because they practiced more. Habits thrive on repetition, not perfection. Start small, do 1 push-up, read 1 page, write 1 sentence. Reduce friction. Prepare your environment with priming. Place gym clothes by the bed, chop vegetables ahead of time, or unplug the TV remote. Make good habits convenient and bad habits inconvenient. Here is lesson number 5. Reward, make it satisfying. What gets rewarded gets repeated. Canadian stockbroker Trent Dyersmid used the paperclip strategy, moving a clip from one jar to another after every sales call. This small act gave visible proof of progress, fueling momentum. Use habit tracking, calendars, journals, or apps to see progress at a glance. Tracking makes habits obvious, attractive, and satisfying. And remember the golden rule: never miss twice. Missing once is human. Missing twice risks a downward spiral. The final summary. The path to mastery is built on patience and persistence. Early on, progress is invisible. The ice cube doesn't melt until the room hits 32 degrees. But consistency carries you through the valley of disappointment to the plateau of latent potential, that tipping point where results finally show. To succeed, focus on systems, not goals. Apply the 4 laws to every habit, stay consistent even when results are hidden. Track progress and reward yourself along the way. Small habits are not small at all. They are the foundation of lasting change. Start today with one tiny action and let it compound into the life you dream of. Thank you for listening. This brings us to the end of the video book. I'm Anita Verma, and it's been my privilege to bring these words to life for you. May the insights and stories you've heard continue to guide and inspire your journey ahead. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, StoryNest Video Books, so you never miss our upcoming video books. Until next time, stay inspired and keep listening.